Hello, Gemini. This is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts with your love and life reading focused on the second half of August from the 16th through the 31st. General as always, so please do keep that in mind throughout this reading and release what doesn't make sense for you. Let's start with this deck by Fire Witch Tarot. It's called What's Brewing? Spilling the Beans. So let's take a look and see what it is that you're dealing with currently and what's brewing in your life, what's going on. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Gemini. Second half of August. What do we have? Burning evidence. All right, so whatever this evidence is. Now, if, for example, you're dealing with a situation where you are at fault for something and you're trying to get rid of whatever that evidence is, especially if it's an affair, for example, or a third-party situation, or really whatever this is. It could even have something to do with your job, for example. All right, so whatever that is, it's getting rid of potential evidence that might actually come to light anyway later on. Let's see what else. But if you're dealing with a third-party situation or an affair, either you're doing this or they are, somebody getting rid of whatever this evidence is. Born to shine. That could absolutely be you. Okay? Shining perhaps in your personal goals and dreams in life. And then we've got running away from whatever this situation might entail right here. I can't speak today. Oh my gosh. It's one of those days. Let's see what else for Gemini. Already knowing the tea. Okay. So this is perhaps something that you're dealing with, Gemini, where you already know what's up. You know what it is that you're dealing with, and you might just be trying to avoid a tower moment. You might be trying to avoid a situation that you know it's going to blow up if something comes to the surface. Whatever that news is, whatever that big announcement or revelation might be. So this could be you. You could represent the runner in a situation, and you might be dealing with a chaser. It could be the other way around. Let's see what else. Setting the record straight. Okay, so that's actually a good thing. Rather than running away from a situation, especially if you really are not at fault. So obviously take that if it applies. I feel for some of you guys, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Like there's a situation that's challenging and you know it. It might have something to do with sneaking around or cheating or infidelities. And you, for example, this is just an example. Okay, so if you've got some incriminating evidence by way of emails or texts or some form of communication on social media, and you're deleting those conversations so that other people don't see it, or if you have a significant other, then you're afraid that they might find it or read it and everything's just going to blow up and explode. On the other side of that is you might have been accused of doing something that you really didn't do. And so this is you just running away from drama and really standing up for yourself. It's like, hey, I didn't do that. You know, so you're setting the record straight, as it says. Interesting how that's an actual record right there. Some of you guys might really love music. I'm getting like a DJ vibe for some of you. Somebody could also really love tea. Let's grab one more message for you, Gemini. And then we'll clarify with tarot. Okay, 2. There's a lot wanting to come out for you today. Sexual protection. Either this is what you needed to do or what you're doing. Parenting. Focusing on your children. Okay, so this is what I'm getting. And again, take it only if it makes sense. Some of you guys could have had unprotected sex, plain and simple. You ended up having children with this person, or you already had children from a prior relationship and you're not wanting any more kids. But this is a concern here. You know, whatever this burning evidence is, it's something that's driving a wedge in a situation that could end up being really challenging later if it's not dealt with. That's just what I'm getting for you. So let's grab some tarot and clarify this stuff. All right, so I'm going to pull from my Illuminated Star Tarot deck here, Gemini. Let's see what else you need to know here. So I'm going to move this over here. And let's dig a little bit deeper with this burning evidence. What is up with that burning evidence? Angels and spirit guides, please, for Gemini. What's up with that burning evidence? Judgment Day will come, Gemini. This is an awakening here. So whoever is doing this, whoever's trying to get rid of, quote unquote, this evidence, this burning evidence that could really be the smoking gun, so to speak, in a situation where everything's going to be exposed, everything's out in the open, and the shit is going to hit the fan. You know? So this is a wake-up call right here. So either you need to wake up or somebody needs to wake up. Because if it's not handled properly, it's one of those situations that could really blow up in your face. That's just what I'm getting. Because this is about really reevaluating the situation, how it all might have unfolded in the past, and how you guys are choosing to deal with it now in order to not have it, for example, be a tower moment in the future. This is a day of reckoning right here. Okay. Now, occasionally I'll pick up that somebody through that wake-up call, it's like a wake-up call, a literal wake-up call, and they need to do something to fix a situation or at least make amends, perhaps. Make amends for something going on here, which could be why that card is coming through, setting the record straight. It could be you wanting to really set the record straight with somebody. Especially, I feel, if you're being accused of doing something that you really did not do. But look at this. You've got the Ten of Swords. So failure, collapse, of painful ending. Something ended. I can't speak today. Something ended, Gemini, because things were being hidden either from you or you were hiding something from the other person. So there could have been sneakiness going on here, secrets, lies, not necessarily infidelity, but I do feel that for some of you. And rather than facing the music, so to speak, here's somebody running away from the truth, running away from the situation, or again, through burning evidence. That's a form of running away from just facing their actions. Either you relate to that or the other person. But this is a situation that ended very badly with that Ten of Swords. It collapsed. It literally fell apart. Man, okay, what's up with that? You do have the Wheel of Fortune, though. So we've got two tens right next to each other. Gemini, this is telling you that there are certain cycles that are completing here. So this is a lot of drama going on right there. So hopefully that cycle of drama is phasing out. It happened. It's a done deal. And hopefully it's a thing of the past and you're welcoming in this Wheel of Fortune. Things are turning around, turning in your favor for you. Certainly when it comes to love and romance. We've got the Knight of Cups here, very loving intentions. So divine feminines, this could be a divine masculine coming towards you, wanting to either revive a romance or coming towards you with these very loving intentions. The Knight of Cups can sometimes be indicative of Prince Charming in a relationship, wanting to really romance you. Whoops. We also have the Knight of Pentacles coming in. So Knight of Pentacles, very slow moving individual, but they're ready to commit to you though, Divine Feminine. So I feel a couple of masculine energies coming through here, or whoever represents the masculine in this connection. They're willing to put in the work to commit to the partnership. But I feel some of you guys just really need more time to yourself, because you're dealing with people that are unable to offer you the stability that you're looking for in your life. Money matters too, could be a bit of a struggle for some of you guys. Maybe you're just holding on to every penny that you make. This is greed, this is scarcity, being perhaps overly frugal. The Four of Pentacles could be someone who's very clingy, too possessive in a relationship. Okay, and then we've got the Fool card right here. So somebody who just wants to be a free spirit, somebody who wants a new beginning. I'm getting here for some of you guys, someone's not ready to commit. Someone is not ready to commit in a partnership. And then we have a Tower moment here. Another card of an awakening. The Judgment and the Tower, both focused on that. This is unexpected. This is disaster. This is a sudden upheaval. You've got some heavy stuff coming in here, Gemini. Okay, so that Ten of Swords, it's a very painful ending in a partnership. It fell apart. Maybe it fell apart with the assistance of this Tower, but at the same time, it could have also been a blessing in disguise that it fell apart. Because some of you guys were dealing with somebody who really was not looking to commit. Maybe this could have been you, not really interested in committing, at least by way of marriage or a long-term commitment. Maybe you really enjoyed this person's company, you enjoyed those intimate moments with them, but maybe you weren't really looking for marriage or anything long-term or moving in together, nothing along those lines. Because the Knight of Swords is somebody as action-oriented and impulsive and fast-moving as they are, they're really not looking to commit. The Knight of Swords could be somebody who gets bored very easily, and then they create chaos, this trail of chaos in their relationships. But there are those of you focusing on this Four of Wands who want that reunion, perhaps with a twin flame. So through the necessary changes that are needed in this partnership, for those of you that relate to that, there is a possible reunion here. But if, for example, Gemini, you're running away from commitment, running away from the possibility of reuniting with your twin, maybe, you know, it's time for you to really focus on why you're feeling that way, if that is how you're feeling. Because the Four of Wands represents such a happy energy, a happy home, a harmonious relationship. It could even be celebrations, homecomings, reunions, marriage, that type of vibe. And then we've got the Six of Pentacles, okay? Equality, give and take, giving, sharing equally with each other. And if for example, you're running away from that type of responsibility in a relationship, then that could have been a part of the issue too, Gemini. But, you know, it's going to take time to fix this with that Temperance card. There's this need for patience, balance, moderation in a situation. But it does also indicate a possible reunion with somebody. And then you've got the Ace of Swords. So what this is telling you, Gemini, is through this breakthrough and clarity that the Ace of Swords is offering you, there's this need to create change. There's this need to kind of purge people and things and experiences and negative baggage out of your life, you know, cutting things and people out that really are no longer serving a purpose. And that might ultimately be what helps move your life and even a love life connection forward. So rather than burning the evidence or not being able to face the situation and just running away from your responsibilities or running away from facing the truth of a situation, this is you perhaps being able to see things a lot clearer and doing what is necessary in order to have a successful reunion, a new beginning with somebody. Okay, so that's what's coming through. We'll dig a little bit deeper, of course, throughout this reading. So hopefully that resonated for some of you. All right, so let's go ahead and grab some insight now from the Lost in Time Oracle. This is by Calico Moon. And I wanted to grab some messages. What are they hiding from you? But it does seem that maybe you're both hiding something from each other. Possibly. Burning that evidence. So what else do we need to know here, Gemini? What's being hidden in this connection? We have summer, heat, fire, energy. Okay, so there's still this heat and fiery energy between the two of you. You could be dealing with a fire sign. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, but it could be any sign really. We are in the summer season. I don't think it's summertime everywhere globally, but here in the States, it's summer season. So there might be something significant that happens here during this time. And this might be hidden from you at this point in time. It hasn't revealed itself quite yet. We have advanced knowledge, soul learning needed. And I kind of get that here in this reading, you know. This is the time to learn lessons. This is a time to really focus on your own journey in your life right now and how things are affecting you personally. And maybe this is the need to really learn about a particular person or situation a little bit more. I love how the harvest moon is coming up. Hard work paying off. So your hard work is paying off, Gemini. Maybe you don't see it right now, but it is paying off. Might be beneath the surface right now. So just hang tight, have patience. We've seen that reference here. And this is also telling you, because we're focusing on what they could be hiding from you, Gemini, that they're working very hard on making necessary changes in their life. We've got a time frame of 6 weeks also coming through here, and it says pay attention. Look at this, waiting patiently, okay, inner knowing, unaffected. So there is this need to just wait and see how things are going to play out. And maybe what's being hidden from you is your person is struggling to just have patience, just struggling to just wait and not reach out, or struggling to make whatever changes they need to implement in their life. So that could explain why it's going to take a little bit of time. 6 weeks. Okay, so just maybe calendar the time frame there and see what happens in 6 weeks from now. So let's add some words to this. I'm going to pull from In the Shadows Oracle by All Things Intuitive. So what are they hiding from you, or what are you hiding from them? The need for patience, hard work that's actually happening here but not being shared at this point. Focusing individually on yourselves maybe. So angels and spirit guides for Gemini. What else do we need to know? I don't need your approval. Okay, maybe this is you speaking up. It's like, I don't need your approval to do certain things in my life, or this is your person speaking up and telling you this. You could be dealing with somebody who's very headstrong also. Somebody might have walked away from you, Gemini. You can't come where I'm going. So what I'm kind of getting from this, and take it obviously only if it applies, somebody walked away from you. That was their own journey to travel, and you yourself have your own journey in life to live. So maybe you guys had to go your separate ways and go down very different paths. You are not part of my plan. Look at that. That could have certainly been why we have a tower moment and a very heavy, painful experience with the Ten of Swords. But I'm getting here with that 6 weeks. You might hear something or just find out something. Maybe they regret not having you be a part of their life, or however way that's coming through. You could have even told them too. It's like, I need to go my own way, or, you know, this isn't working out. I've got other plans. And then we have, I don't know what to say. Okay. That could be what it is that they're hiding from you, that they don't quite know how to articulate themselves, their thoughts, and how to fix this, how to move forward. You know, it's either that too, or you guys just really said everything that needed to be expressed and there's nothing left to say. A collapse of a partnership happened. A tower moment happened. A betrayal happened. So what really is left to say after that? Perhaps an apology, perhaps the need for forgiveness, and maybe in 6 weeks' time, or certainly divine timing, maybe you'll be able to find out a little bit more about that. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and grab some insight from my Modern Day Seers Tarot and Oracle Tarot with a Twist. If you are not familiar with this deck, this is a deck that I created especially for advanced beginners interested in wanting to learn how to read tarot. It's got upright and reversed meanings for the majority of the cards. It's also got new oracle messages as well as new court cards. So while you are learning, it's challenging you as well. All right, so Gemini, what else do we need to know here? We've got Archangel Gabriel coming in. I am the angel known as the master of communication. If you're having trouble expressing yourself to your beloved, I'm here to assist. I can inspire writers, teachers, journalists, and artists to convey their messages with clarity and grace. I can help you overcome your limitations so you can finally say the right thing to the right person at the right time. If you struggle with conveying your emotions, call on me. I will be there for you. That could apply to your person if they're struggling to really tell you what it is that they need to say. Clearly, that's presenting itself here. I don't know what to say. So Archangel Gabriel is here to help with communication. We have the oak tree coming in. Okay, the mighty oak tree. A very warm, friendly, protective type vibe from this card. This is somebody who takes action. Okay, tapped into their strength and courage and determination to be able to move forward. Certainly with being able to communicate with you. We do have one of the new court cards coming in. So Duchess of Air, representing Divine Feminine, Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. So this is a Gemini reading. Divine Feminines, for those of you that resonate with this could be representing you, someone who's very caring and loving in a partnership. You could be very spontaneous. You've got this very alluring type beauty, but beautiful on the inside as well. You are somebody perhaps that is a no-nonsense type individual. You're faithful, you're doting, very caring person. And maybe somebody really hurt you by betraying you. Okay, and here we are with that Seven of Swords. Deception, lies, cheating, betrayal, and trickery. Risky behavior, somebody that was very manipulative. So either they were being manipulative and deceptive with you, or that's how you were with someone. And here's the thing with the Ten of Cups. So through proper communication, perhaps in time, and necessary healing that is needed here in this partnership, perhaps you can have your Ten of Cups. A reunion for some of you. Someone who is going to come back into your life, fulfill your hopes and dreams and wishes. You see this person possibly as a dream that has manifested. This could result in marriage for some of you. Possibly, okay? So even though you've been through something incredibly difficult, it does seem that for some of you, there's a possibility of making it through to the other side, where you can find happiness once again, or finding love elsewhere, where you can find this Ten of Cups with someone. And then you've got the Ace of Swords. You've got the Six of Wands. So this is a new beginning. There is this need to cut things and people out of your life, especially if it's a toxic situation, or you know that it's a done deal with a particular person. It's either that or they cut you out of their life. But this is a breakthrough. This is clarity. Six of Wands, success, victory. Okay. So there's a reason why that Ace of Swords is popping up twice. This is a new beginning after having gone through something difficult. A new opportunity. You know, there's a reason why that is. And then Six of Wands, success and victory. You know, that looks pretty positive. And I mean, remember from the very beginning, you were born to shine. So when it comes to, for example, your career, you're meant to shine in that area. And I mean, you're meant to shine in all areas of your life. Gemini, you got to just be mindful of getting out of the way of any tower moments that you might get yourself into. Particular situations that could be very challenging. Part of this clarity is being able to face the truth of the situation rather than running away from it, you know? So just be mindful of that. All right, guys, so let's continue. Let's see what else needs to come through here. I wanted to go ahead and grab some messages for this connection and see what their deepest thoughts and fantasies are when it comes to you. All right, so let's go ahead and grab some insight and messages from this deck by Bridget of Divine Essentials. It's called the Love Journey deck. So their deepest thoughts and fantasies about you, Gemini. Let's see. Their deepest thoughts about you. Show me the real you. Okay, so if you were not being real with this person, they want you to take the mask off and just be real with them. They're miserable without you. They're not happy that you guys are not together. What else? A part of their deepest thoughts for you. Willing to fight for this love with or without you. So what this is saying is you don't have to be in physical presence with this person. They're willing to fight for this love. One more message. You are my castle in the sky. Okay, look at these messages presenting itself when it comes to your person. Bottom of the deck, we have perfect partner, two of a kind, soulmates, or twin flame. That is how they see you. They still see you as a perfect partner, maybe their perfect match in this lifetime, but they just really need you to be real with them. That's what they're hiding from you. And they're telling you here, despite the fact that you guys are not together, they're still willing to fight for this. All right, so let's go ahead and grab some insight for their deepest fantasies about you. So I'm going to pull from my Sugar and Spice Oracle, a little naughty, a little nice. So this particular deck, it can contain profanity as well as sexual innuendos. If that's not something you're interested in, you're more than welcome to fast forward. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Gemini. So they see you as either a soulmate or a twin flame. Still feel very connected to you. A perfect match, a perfect partner. Hasn't been a perfect journey because there isn't a perfect journey. There isn't a perfect relationship, but you guys are perfect for each other. That's how they see things. All right, I can't get any of these cards to come through. Let's see. For Gemini, please. There we are. Banana. This is a very naughty message, okay, but lots of sexual innuendos, of course. All right, so this does say, there's nothing like having me first thing in the morning. Just open wide and take me in your mouth. Doesn't it feel good when you swallow? So creamy and tasty. I'm good for your body, and you can have me over and over again, day or night. You can have me any way you want me. Their deepest fantasies about you. If that doesn't tell you how much they desire you, Gemini, I don't know what will. Let's see what else. What else for Gemini? We've got Clementine. You're so damn cute, so sweet and juicy. I could fantasize all day about peeling your clothes off and making love to you. Anywhere, anytime, I could just eat you up. There you go. I mean, big time desires and fantasies when it comes to you, Gemini. So let's go ahead and grab some additional tarot. Let me set these guys over here. So let's take a look and see. I'm going to pull from my Tabby Tarot Teacher deck. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Gemini. In love and life, second half of August. All right, what else? So what's coming through in this reading is, you shouldn't run away from a situation. You got to face your problems, face whatever issues might be arising in your love life with people and just overall connection. This, I feel, is really wanting to come up in the reverse, the Seven of Pentacles. In the upright, it's a card of what I like to refer to it as a wait and see card, but it's coming up in the reverse because somebody is really very impatient, okay? Regardless of the setbacks that you guys have experienced, and really wanting to make amends and fix this, but they're just so incredibly impatient. They want to get going already. They want to fix this. We do have the Nine of Pentacles. You could be dealing with an earth sign also, Gemini, Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus. So this is about abundance right here. This is somebody who is self-sufficient, able to stand on their own 2 feet, certainly financially doing quite well. Your person could have a thriving business. They could be an entrepreneur. So financially, that looks good for your person or even for you. I don't think that's the issue here. I feel it's got something to do with the relationship that needs work. But, there is good news on the way for you. I feel this person still inspires you somehow, despite the distance or whatever issues you guys have going on. Okay. So my divine feminines, you could be dealing with a divine masculine who is the Gemini here. And if that's the case, things might have gone cold between the two of you. Your masculine here needs to be able to come forward with the truth rather than running away from it, rather than hiding whatever evidence. So if you are questioning whether your divine masculine Gemini, for example, has been cheating on you, if they've been doing something shady, and maybe you're just not getting the answers that you need, okay, the King of Swords can be a little bit harsh in how they communicate, a little bit cold, arrogant at times. They tend to think very rationally rather than emotionally. And then we have the Ace of Cups. So it really is offering the two of you a new beginning here, Gemini. The love is still here. You feel the deep connection with this person. This is giving you hope that things will improve. Things will at least be shifting towards a better future with this individual. But this is also about self-love, being able to fill your own cup of love in the meantime. Maybe this is something that you both need to do for now. Okay, so more than likely you guys had to let each other go, or somebody had to walk away from the situation in order to create change in their own life first, in order to perhaps come towards you or you coming towards them as a better person. Nine of Cups, satisfaction, emotional stability, wish fulfillment, realizing one's dreams. That is how they see you, a wish come true. And that wish can manifest here. And then we have the Judgment card. Okay, so that Judgment card is really wanting to be heard in this reading here today. Okay, we can't ignore the fact that that's coming through twice. That wake-up call, can't ignore it. If this is a message for you specifically, Gemini, you can't ignore whatever this represents. So you can't run away from it. You have to face it. If you relate to the fact that there's somebody here that you ended up hurting, and maybe you have some regrets over that, and really wanting to come forward with at least an offer towards a reconciliation, communication, forgiveness, an apology, whatever it is, or that's what you're expecting from somebody. The reunion is possible. I don't think it's off the table here. But there has to be forgiveness. There has to not be secrets. There can't be these masks that either of you could be hiding behind. I feel you guys are capable of coming back together and really re-exploring the direction that this connection could go. But it might take some time here. But I'm also getting they're impatient. You could also be very impatient. So reunion, possible, yes, but it's going to take some work. It's going to take some time. All right, so let's go ahead and grab some dialogue messages here. I'm going to start things off with the Voices Volume 1 deck. This is focused on the Divine Masculine. So what has the masculine learned on this journey? Angels and spirit guides, please, for Gemini. This Gemini reading, focusing on the Divine Masculine. What have they learned? What have they learned? Look at this. I'm not interested in anyone else, just you. And Divine Feminine, maybe you needed to know that. Maybe you needed clarification that this is what your masculine has learned about themselves. That they really are interested in just you. Look at this. It ain't over till it's over, right? I want you back. I hope you feel the same way. Nothing ever goes according to plan, and that includes the day I first met you. Thank you, universe. So they're very grateful, Divine Feminine, to have connected with you. And lastly, there are a million words being exchanged between us when we look into each other's eyes. This instant attraction and mutual understanding between us is all the clarity I need. So there's something about that breakthrough and clarity and facing the truth of a situation that came through here. Perhaps that's the masculine that really needs to face the music, as I've said, and to face the truth of the matter rather than running away from their feelings and emotions, perhaps. So there you go. That's a part of the lesson of what they have learned. All right, so focusing on the Divine Feminine here, I'm going to pull from the Voices 2 deck. These 2 decks are actually on sale the entire month of August. So if you want to take advantage of that, of course, I'll include the deck shop link down below. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Gemini. All right, Divine Feminine, what have you learned on your journey? I don't know if time will ever heal my broken heart. I mean, clearly you guys have experienced something very painful here. So right now what you've learned is perhaps it's going to take a little bit more time for this broken heart to heal. We can't just be friends because I want us to be so much more than that. So maybe the last time you guys spoke, you could have had a masculine that said, you know what, let's just be friends. But you're telling them it's like, that's impossible. Because you love them, you care for them, you're attracted to them, you're desiring this person more than just friends. Look at this. Once trust is broken, it takes so much to restore it, but I'm willing to give us another chance. We're worth it. So there you go. Divine Feminine coming in as really wanting to give this another go. And lastly, we can't keep our hands off of each other, but who's complaining? Not me. Okay, so interesting how this card says there's something about the way you guys look into each other's eyes. And when you're in close proximity to each other, it's just magnetic. Off the charts magnetic. All right, so let's wrap it up here, Gemini, with some musical messages. I'm going to pull from both of my Heart Songs decks. So I will use Volume 1 as well as Volume 2. So we'll start with this one. If you're not familiar with the song, see if you resonate with the lyrics. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Gemini. All right. What are the songs here today? Always on My Mind by Willie Nelson. Look at that. They think about you all the time, and maybe you think about them too. Maybe I didn't hold you all those lonely, lonely times. I guess I never told you. I'm so happy that you're mine. Little things I should have said and done. I just never took the time. You were always on my mind. I'm getting a specific message for my cross watchers too, especially my divine feminines cross watching for a masculine Gemini, that despite how things might appear in the 3D, especially if they're coming through as the very cold King of Swords. On the surface, that's how they might appear, but they're telling you here, they think about you all the time. You're always on their mind. And then we have Everything I Do It For You by Bryan Adams. Look into my eyes, you will see what you mean to me. Search your heart, search your soul, and when you find me there, you'll search no more. So as you can clearly see what we've already observed from the masculine, there are a million words being exchanged between us when we look into each other's eyes. Instant attraction, mutual understanding, and clarity. So there's something very special about the way you guys interact with one another, and not just in a sexual way. All right, so let's grab a couple more songs from the heart songs of the 90s. Angels and spirit guides, please. For Gemini. All right, final 2 songs here. For Gemini. Here we are. We have Last Goodbye by Jeff Buckley. Interesting. And then we've got Emotions by Mariah Carey. So this one says, this is our last goodbye. I hate to feel the love between us die, but it's over. Just hear this and then I'll go. You gave me more to live for, more than you'll ever know. This is our last embrace. Must I dream and always see your face? Why can't we overcome this wall? Maybe it's just because you didn't know you at all. Kiss me. So maybe, again, the last time you guys spoke, when you had to go your separate ways, it could have certainly been a very painful conversation that happened between the two of you. And again, I'm feeling this masculine energy from this message. You know, it's like before they go, there were certain things that they needed to say to you to get things off their chest. Just wanting to imagine, what will life be like without you? And again, something about that kiss. And then we've got Emotions by Mariah Carey. I feel good. I feel nice. I've never felt so satisfied. I'm in love. I'm alive, intoxicated, flying high. It feels like a dream when you touch me tenderly. I don't know if it's real, but I like the way I feel inside. Right now, what I'm getting here, Gemini, especially when you dream about this person, it makes you feel good. You know, you're all up in your emotions, which could be, for some, not a very Gemini type trait, especially for someone like the King of Swords, who's more cold and a little bit on the harsh side and thinking too rationally rather than tapping into those emotions. So that's what's presenting itself here, guys. So reunions possible, yes. It might take a little bit more time because there's a lot of healing still that needs to happen here. All right, so that's where I'm going to leave this one. I do hope whatever part of it made sense for you helps you out. And if you're interested in your own personal private reading, that info is down below. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.